pautas para las siguientes conversaciones que vamos a tener nosotros aquí.
These are going to be the guidelines for the conversation that we are going to have here.
Así que la primera cosa que vamos a hacer van a ser reflexiones.
The first thing that we are going to do are reflections.
La segunda va a ser ordenar valores.
The second one is going to be value sorting.
Y la tercera va a ser identificar bienes y necesidades.
And the third one is going to be identifying assets and needs.
Y para todo esto vamos a utilizar las hojas de trabajo que se les dio a la entrada a cada uno.
And for this, we are going to use the worksheets that you receive at the entrance.
Así que quiero recordar un poquito, no sé si recuerdan cuando empezamos la conversación, armando yo estas guías.
Do you remember that when we began the conversation, Armando provided these guidelines?
Así que esto es lo que quiero que mantengamos durante estas conversaciones.
Then this is what I want you to keep looking at during these conversations.
Pedirles que permanezcan en ese modo de aprendizaje.
Ask you to keep yourselves in a learning mode.
El escuchar para entender realmente y no estar pensando qué voy a contestar a la persona.
Listening and understanding what is being said instead of thinking about what I am going to answer to the people.
Y pedirles que participen plenamente, lo más que puedan ustedes colaborar y conversar.
And ask you to participate, really participate as most as you can, participate and collaborate.
Y la primera, que casi no la queremos mencionar porque yo creo que cada uno de ustedes conoce esto, de ser honesto y respetuoso.
And the first one, I almost don't want to mention it because I know you all practice this.
Recording stopped.
To be honest and respectful.
La resiliencia. Exacto.
Yo no lo veo como...
Question. Question, but in Spanish.
Well, they do actually. They have two easy packets.
Yeah, I have it in Spanish.
Yeah,
I thought it was interesting that you talked about the groups that want to be part of change over time. And that part that people used to want to be part of the Carbondale range or whatever, the Carbondale community group. But now people want to be part of like the Roaring Fork left-handed golf course. And it's like, so it's wider geography but narrower. Instead of
that has to do with the fact that what we're doing.
De hecho, estoy llevando una escuela católica.
Muy bien.
Pero
¿Inglés?
Inglés. Pero para los años mi esposo que ya no va a poder pagar porque es muy caro.
Sí, es bien caro.
Entonces,
es una de las cosas que yo precisamente he puesto aquí, que cuáles son los cambios que yo desearía. Y uno es que la educación infantil sea gratuita y de calidad y que tengamos acceso y protección al servicio de salud y que sea universal o de acuerdo a lo que ganamos.
claro.
Porque
Y mi
es
esposo
bien
me
caro.
dijo, para los años no lo podemos poner porque no hemos pagado. De que entramos pagado ningún mes, ya deberíamos tener mucho. Entonces, mi esposo, aunque quiera, yo no puedo porque estoy trabajando su trabajo. Todos trabajando su trabajo. Hay gente que le hace trabajo, pues un trabajo y nos pagaron. Y yo digo, pues también necesito que pueda hacer pequeños esfuerzos con mi esposo para ganarse algo extra, como no tiene trabajo, él hace trabajo. La gente muchas veces no les paga, ¿sabes? ¿De qué sirve la...?
Uy, ¿estás bien? No, está bien, está bien.
¿De qué sirve a veces muchas cosas? Hay gente que se aprovecha porque uno no puede demandarlo, porque si los demandas no vas a pagar, ni sacar ni para el abogado, ni para los días de campeón, no puedes pagar. Entonces es muy difícil, mucha gente se aprovecha de que... Ya le haces el trabajo, ya. Además, no te pago y no te pago y no te pago.
¿Quieres que te la pele? ¿Viene quiere compartir? Esta ha estado rodando por el suelo. Yo no creo que deberíamos compartirla, porque tiene que ser ya jugo de mandarina. ¿Quieres que te traiga una manzana para él? ¿Te traigo yo una manzana? Pero no es para él.
Pero también se puede ponerme mandarina.
Es que no quedan mandarinas. Esta es la última que queda.
No, que le den una. Es que las son muy duras.
Sí.
¿Cómo se llama? Zanahorias. Gracias. Mira,
¿Y tú has notado alguna diferencia con la realidad de la que hablaba, de problemas de vivienda, de que estuviera muy caro, con algo aquí? ¿Notas alguna diferencia?
Pues mira, yo como eso de las viviendas, creo que en Estados Unidos muchísimo.
Anybody want to share gleaning insight from the conversation at your table?
Claro.
Es como una...
Sí.
Pero los recamos...
You have anything?
Somos demasiado entonados, pero pues ya le dijo, o sea, con mis hijos de eso no pagamos el...
Because they actually
If I can have your attention up here. Don't say yeah. Anybody want to share one insight that was discussed at the table or that you found as a wow, something that rang true? Anyone? I'm looking just one volunteer to share. I'm going to call on Jason White. And just one thing maybe to share from your table of what made you think wow, what rang true, or anything that differed?
We were talking about our
If I could have everybody's attention, sorry.
we were talking about his observation of how small towns all interact in these macro regions, and so this Roaring Fork Valley, Colorado River Valley region, that every town kind of has different needs for why you go there. It's like, oh, I go there to play soccer, or I go shopping there, or so it's lots of driving and moving around. So.
And a lot of cars in the road.
Yeah.
Zeph, you have one to share?
Yeah, so I think
This is Zeph from Aspen Camp, and he works at Koru also.
so. Thanks. I think one of the kind of the revelations for me was when he was talking about people, like asking people if they're going to stay in 5 years, or they see themselves still here in 5 years. And if the answer is no, people aren't going to invest in the community. They're not going to, get to know the neighbors. They're thinking they're here just short term, in and out, and gone. Which I think that's the case here quite a bit. And I think our biggest, most common crisis in every town in the valley is the housing crisis. So that's just kind of what came to mind.
Thank you, Zeph. I think if you hold it up, is that better? Okay. We're doing a sound check here. Well, I appreciate your feedback. I'm sure there's some very robust conversations at the table about our communities. I want to take us into the value sorting exercise. This has to do with the little cards that were handed out to you when you arrived. What we want to do this is a way for us to understand what our goals are and how we might achieve them. You'll use these values to walk through a few questions provided in your information packet and to begin thinking about how we can create a thriving community. I will share I worked, Brentford Leadership worked with CSU in 2021, and we had a small sample size, but we surveyed our community's civic capacity, which will designate on a scale if we're like struggling or thriving. And we're struggling, is the data we got back. And a lot of Colorado kind of fell into that category as well. There's different categories that make up civic capacity. But what I'm really intrigued is to start thinking about what is it that we need to do to increase our civic capacity so that we can have more thriving, better problem solving, more people at the table to solve problems, which is why I really love all the voices that are here.
Family that I started engaging with the patients, I didn't realize how much of a need it was until I started working there for a while, but then how far back it goes.
Hacer con el contacto de la gente te permite todas las necesidades de vivienda, de salud, de cuidado de niños.
So she just asked kind of how I kind of see things in my community. So housing, childcare, food is one of the things. I've been with them for about 7 years.
Entonces lo que te sorprendió, lo que él pudo ver.
Sí, ¿cuánto tiempo tenemos ya para
Lo que se me hizo, porque él dijo que que deberíamos de estar listos para hablar de la vinculación de las personas. Pero ¿cómo vamos a hacer eso si como comunidad no estamos unidos a su gente? Estamos separados, cada quien buscando su bendición propia para cada persona. ¿Cómo quiere él que hagamos eso? Sí, como comunidad no lo hacemos ahorita. Y tengo 20 años viviendo aquí hace.
So for her, it was surprising that he mentions welcoming others into her community, and so she feels that as a community and doing that within each other. She's been here for about 20 or so years, so she doesn't feel like that welcoming. So she's surprised to hear that that's one of the things.
That's not always true, but
well, it's the thing they make you, right? Like it's economics, right? It's capitalism, right? Supply and
No, but we have lots of people.
Yeah, I think we're arriving at